question. In your battle to lose weight, how many of you have prayed that your latest effort would finally work? I mean, you actually said a prayer about it. Okay, then you realize, oh, wait, I'm supposed to eat what? Exercise how often? We forgot about that Bible verse, faith without works. Here to help us stick to a plan, please welcome the author of F.I.T, which stands for Faith-Inspired Transformation, Kim Dolan Leto. Good morning.
It's so nice to be here.
Kim, you grew up wanting to be a model, which brings to mind to me, a lot of times people think skinny is fit, as opposed to just being overweight. Skinny's not necessarily fit either.
No, I think people need to just do them. Healthy and fit is an outfit that looks different on everybody.
Yeah.
So you've got to just do you and embrace your body.
Well, health and fitness didn't become a priority for you until you were 30. And what was the trigger?
When I was 30, my dad had a stroke. And for those of you that have dealt with heart disease, it's just absolutely devastating. 1.5 million people this year will have a heart attack or a stroke, and it just made me draw the line in the sand because coincidentally at that time I was overweight, I was really struggling. I had just gotten a report that I had high cholesterol.
Going the path of your father.
Right,
almost.
And what's so interesting is this, in December, I'll be 47. My dad had a stroke at 47.
Wow.
So I've been living this lifestyle now for all of those years, and it's just on my heart to share what I can
Turns
with
back
everyone.
the clock. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
We have much more control over our health, I think, than a lot of us think we do. Like with type 2 diabetes, how it can go away if you just kind of pull back and know what you're eating.
Right.
All right, you learned gymnastics at the age of 30. I can see, like, okay, I'm going to eat better and do a little exercise. Oh, girl, I'm going to exercise. I'm going to be a gymnast. So gymnastics at the age of 30, which we always think is a young person's game.
You know what, God is so good. It was like I got a childhood. I grew up really, really fast. I was the oldest of 5. I was kind of like the babysitter and did everything, so I didn't really get a childhood. So I saw fitness on TV and I thought, I want to do that someday for absolutely no reason granted in reality. And I signed up for gymnastics, and like I always say, those little 8-year-olds can be pretty mean when they see an old woman coming to do her thing.
Okay, so I love that. But you took it further. You started fitness competitions. You won ESPN 2 Fitness America at age 33. You got your first magazine cover at age 35. At age 42, you were on 13 magazine covers in 1 year. That's amazing. And also was in the top 5 at Miss Fitness World in your 40s and as a new mom. So here's the thing. A lot of times people think, well, it's too late for me to start doing whatever, or I can never lose the weight because I'm past 40 now. Obviously not true that you can't get fit and stay fit. Wow,
No.
look at you.
It's not. I think people think all the time, it's not for me, success isn't for me, it's too late, I have these genetics, I'm too old.
I had kids.
And I've had children, my body's ruined. But when I went back to competing in fitness in my 40s, I was 43, standing on stage with girls that were less than half my age. And I knew I was going to be doing the dishes tomorrow night and homework with my daughter. So I was like, this is my moment, I'm going to own it. And I think it's just really coming into your own and really trying to just be healthy in your day-to-day lifestyle.
I gotta hit you to stand up because this is my dream body here. Stand up, stand up. Look at this. Okay, your book, F.I.T, Faith-Inspired Transformation. Tell us where faith fits in with our fitness plan.
Okay, I'm Latin. I grew up loving food, so I was like, how is this going to work in my life? And I was a transformation story. So what I needed to realize was I need to eat what God made. Everything I do is faith-based, so eat God-made versus man-made foods. Learn portion sizes. Meat can be the size of your palm.
Right.
Carbs should be the size of your fist. If you just start there, you will make tremendous differences.
And the thing is, get off that diet cycle, because I think when
Stop
we start to think diet, all we think about is all the stuff we can't have.
Right.
But if you just eat real food, it's amazing what can happen.
Right, and eat real food consistently. Like, people don't realize I eat every 3 hours. I eat 5-6 times a day, but I'm not eating huge meals, so I'm never hungry. When you go on a diet and you deprive yourself, what's the first thing you want to do? You start fantasizing about everything you can eat.
But if you keep the fire stoked, you know, it's funny because I did an Eat Fitters plan, the 21-day plan, and I was eating all day because my problem is I'll eat 1 meal a day, and your body goes into starvation mode, right? It's like, okay, hold on to all the fat. She's a hibernating bear. But the first week I lost 3.5 pounds, and I was eating all day. I got tired of eating even, right? And I was like, oh my, are you kidding me? It works.
But your energy is consistent. I mean, $20 billion are spent on diet aids every year, yet 7 out of 10 of us are obese or overweight. So clearly dieting doesn't work. So it's just walking this out daily and figuring out what works for you, learning how to cook foods you love. in a healthy way, just exchanging something as easy as coconut flour for white flour. Simple exchanges. This is not about giving up the foods that you and your family love.
Right.
It's just eating less and eating smarter.
And then, of course, we always hear, well, it's much more convenient to grab the other stuff. We just saw,
Yes.
you know, in Roni's segment there about
Right.
how you could take stuff and cook it 5 meals and have it ready to go, you know,
Exactly.
for the whole week.
It's just figuring out how to do it in your life.
Okay, so give us some words of inspiration of how to get started, because that's the biggest problem, and then how to stay on track.
With food or fitness, working out or food.
Well, both of them go hand in hand.
Right, absolutely. Well, with fitness, I always say don't let your butt get too big. And I joke
Unless
saying
you're
that.
a Kardashian, because
No.
that will pay off. That pays off in millions of dollars. But anyway.
When I say but, everyone says I don't like exercising, or I want to exercise, but I don't have time.
Yeah.
So that's the but I'm
that kind
talking
of- okay.
about. Okay. So there are people that were young that love to dance. Go
dance. Yeah.
Put on music, dance. If your working out is not a one-size-all-fits approach, and that's what's killing everyone. Is they're like, I don't have an hour to go to the gym, and it's not this perfection
move.
thinking.
Yeah.
Just do what you love,
Just
and your
move,
body will
stay off
follow.
the scale, eat real food,
Yes.
and before you know it, you blink and you go, oh my gosh, I have a new body.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much for sharing this with us. The book is called Fit, Faith-Inspired Transformation. And you can see Kim on Saturday at the Fit and Fearless Women's Conference at Faith Christian Center in Pasadena. And for more information on her book, Fit, you can log on to our website, greatdayhouston.com. Okay, I'm going to say my prayers tonight. Well, being fit doesn't mean you have to miss out on all the foods you love, though, right? Every now and then, right? It's all about portion and moderation, as she said. And every now and then you can lose your mind. Courtney Perna is losing hers in meatball heaven, right?